Here's the important thing to know. It's not that I didn't have an option for $1,900 or $2,000, but when you only use one option or maybe a couple, kind of puts you in a spot where you're trying to fit the policy to that person rather than the person to the policy. So is it sharing the screen, Blake?
Yeah, we see your teams.
There we go. Look at that, 3316. I led the week, huh, Blake?
That's right. We actually, total, our revenue was the exact same number as the week before. I don't know how that happened, but.
Karen, good job. 50% on the package rate, solid there. Visits, whole office tied. Do I take that as being like 0, Blake?
I would take that as not a number worthy of reporting, yes.
Karen, 1.5 PPNA, that's solid there. Pacing for about 42, so if we get we can throw down like 12K this week, that'd be pretty solid, huh? All right, what's up, guys? So we brought on a new homeowners insurance company, and they offer a military and first responders discount. So very, very cool. A lot of people don't have anything like that. We have one company that, depending on the state it's in, will offer some sort of like discount for it being on a VA loan. But that's kind of a nice talking point because some folks will ask that, and it's nice to be able to have them as an option. They are very, very competitive right out the gate. So definitely worth a discussion and worth going into them to see if that is a better or the best option for folks. So as always, we will shop the market and find out, because we have found that just because an insurance company offers a particular discount doesn't mean that that discount will make them lower than everybody else. So even we find that when we apply certain discounts, even bundled discounts, kind of a la carting it could still be the best option out there financially for folks. So that's why we use all these different companies. That's why we have our client portal, because no matter where we write our clients, everything shows in one spot in the Goosehead client portal. So you don't have to worry about running around trying to find out where everything is. Gives us the ability to choose the best price option for you, whether we choose something that has the multi-policy discount, a VA, first responders, military discount, but we'll kind of shop that around and figure out what's best for you guys. So hope you're doing well. Don't forget to subscribe. Text me 704-285-0992 and let me know how you're doing today. Talk to you guys soon. See ya. All right, what's up, friends? So here's an update today. This evening, my buddy Jamie called me because he had a client who Geico quoted him $1,900 a year, and it was a home insured for $250,000 in Troutman, North Carolina, and we were able to get him to $1,100 for the year. So here's the important thing to know. It's not that I didn't have an option for $1,900 or $2,000, but when you only use one option or maybe a couple, kind of puts you in a spot where you're trying to fit the policy to that person rather than the person to the policy. So given that we work with many, many different carriers, you can see the different appetites they have and the premium difference. So if I were you, I would probably shop your insurance with someone like us who has many, many different options, so that you don't try to get fit into one box, and we can actually fit you with the right insurance company for your needs. All that stuff differs, whether it's a new build, whether it's an old home. There's certain companies out there that they like to write old homes. There's other companies that like to write brand new builds, and they price it accordingly. So when you fall into their appetite, you usually get the best coverage for the best rates. So again, this one ended up saving this guy about $800 a year. So do your due diligence, make sure you're shopping your stuff around. We literally can shop 30 plus different companies in probably about 10 minutes. If you need help, or you haven't shopped your insurance around in quite some time, here's my right hook to you guys. Give me a shout and I will be glad to take a look at it for you. All right, from the Carolinas, Virginia, Georgia, Florida, we can definitely help you. See you guys.
Hey, Ron.
What's up, Matt? How are you doing?
Doing well.
It's good to actually kind of see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was a good conversation when I was heading over to Miami there. Let me just do this, man. Let me make sure 1 second. I just want to turn my phone to do not disturb. That way it doesn't ring off the hook for us. Tell me what your thoughts are, man. You kind of drank from a fire hose, I think, the last handful of times we talked to you. You probably maybe had some time to decompress and think about it and all that stuff. But you know, where's your head at right now? I think that what you hit on is I think very interesting to me, because the short term in this is what usually where a lot of people hesitate. Even like not even like you'd be coming on and working for us, but we talk to a lot of agents that are like unhappy in other places too, and they're thinking about coming to Goosehead, and it's always the short term that is the hesitation. And ironically enough, like the long term is the benefit of this. You know, so I think we try to be super transparent, Matt, in the fact that like you have to come in with the mindset of like giving it like at least 3 to 5 years, because that's where you start to see the long-term benefit of it all. The short term of it creates the hesitation, and that's the most challenging part of it. So, you know, I think I took a step back. I think all of us took a step back to get here, and it takes some sacrifice. I mean, dude, I was making like really good money and was used to a lifestyle, and I think what I found out is it's a lot harder to cut back than you think. But then when when you're not given a choice on it, it makes it easier. I think what also makes it easier is keeping the long term in perspective. Because at least like it's kind of like the difference, and you've seen this, like it's the difference between teachers or regular 9 to 5 folks, where they wait every single year to get 2 to 3% raise, right? Well, we have the ability to make boatloads more than that. It just takes time. So I think like keeping the long-term perspective in view in the short term is very important, because that's what this gig is. It's not something where you'll come over here and in the first year, be super stoked with what you're making. It's always going to compound on itself. I think the other thing to keep in mind, and you've hit on this a handful of times, Matt, is that we win on our activity on a daily basis. So that's kind of like the short term of winning on like visits and quoting and your knowledge on everything. Like you have to build on a day to day to kind of project out to get your goals long term, so it's a lot of both, man. Like it's a very patient business as far as your income goes, but I think on our daily activities, we're super fast on everything. We quote fast, we visit quick, we build relationships take time, but those touch points every single day is where it's got to be quick in the short term too, All right, guys, so we're interviewing Matt to bring on a third person there. So a little bit about the opportunity and all that stuff. I find that for me, interviews have become more of a conversation and just setting the expectation and being super transparent as to what this opportunity entails and the work behind it to be successful and all that stuff. So I sometimes struggle with asking questions and all that stuff. So let me know. I'd be curious to see what your comments are, how you interview, or if you struggle asking questions. Is it more of a conversation? Are you structured in it? our interview process, I would say, is very structured, the way we take people through it, but that is more of just a conversation, I would say, with folks, just to, you know, for me to get to know them a little bit better and their experiences along the way. So, all right, let me know what you think, guys. Subscribe. I hope this is bringing you some value. Text me, 704-285-0992. Join the community, and I reply back to everybody there. So thank you, everybody who is on the community. I really, really appreciate your support, everything. So see you guys soon.